Good evening, children. May I know who is there? Avisha. Right, shall we start the lesson? Last week we started the equation of a straight line. Equation of a straight line, and we said there are several ways of writing the equation of a straight line. It depends upon the data given about the straight line. We started the first is given m and c with the Euler method. Given m and c, so you will write the equation in the form y equals mx plus c. It's a very familiar way of writing the equation of a straight line for you, right? Under this, we did about 2 examples. One question we just started, but we didn't have enough time to do the last part. So the last part is left for you. I remember it's like first part is 2 straight lines, L1 and L2, with equations y equals mx plus c and y equals px plus q. It's about the area enclosed by these 2 straight lines and y axis. This area, let's say OAB. So we have proved, you are asked to prove that this area is given by half square of the difference between here it is 0c, here it is 0q. Difference between intercepts. Q minus c squared divided by within mod divided by within mod q minus c. P minus n more maybe m minus p. P minus m. So we have proven this last day. This expression you can find using this expression you can find the area enclosed by these 2 straight lines and y-axis. This is a sum, right? Not a theory. Then in the second part of the sum, you are asked to use this to find the area enclosed by 3 straight lines. I remember we even drew the diagram. Drew the diagram and we discussed it. Three straight lines are one straight line is y plus minus 7 over 5x plus 7. We drew the diagram. I remember. Abhi, good evening. Minus 7 over 5x plus 7. When x is 0, y is 7. When x is 0, y is 7. When y is 0, when y is 0, x is equal to 5. This is the first straight line of which equation is y equals minus 7 over 5x plus 7. Then the second straight line y equals minus 9x plus 9. When x is 0, y will be equal to 9. When x is 0, y will be equal to 9. When y is 0, x will be equal to 1. It's very steep. A huge gradient. Y equals minus 9x plus 9. And the third is y equals 1 over 5x plus 1. When x is 1, y will be equal to 1. 1, 1, 1, small value at a short distance. Then y is 0, x will be equal to minus 5, somewhere here. So the diagram will look like this. And you are asked to find the area of the triangle enclosed by these three straight lines. So let's name it. I remember we did the diagram. I don't remember exact the names we for the points. I renamed them, right? I don't remember what we wrote last week. A, B, C, D, E, F. We want to find the area of the triangle DEF, but using this expression. Using this, you can find only the area enclosed by. You can use directly to find the area enclosed by two straight lines and y-axis. But it's not the area enclosed by two straight lines and y-axis that we are asked to find here. But somehow you should be able to connect this. So it's a very important thing, right? In these problems, it's a very important thing that most of the time they ask to prove some general result, like a theory part. Then you are asked to. Then the question is attached below, so you are asked to use that to solve the problem attached with, right? So using this expression, I remember we discussed this last day, and I left it for you to do for homework. අපි මේක කියලා තියෙන නිසා I can. Dan koman mantan kalau ප්‍රශ්නයක් දැන් ඉලෙක්ෂන් එකක් යනගෙන යනවා. මොකද මේකට මොකද ඔන්ලයින් පටන් ගන්නවා. ඉවරයක් කරන්න හොඳයි කියන්නේ. දැන් ඒකන් එන්නක උසාවි විභාගය වල නෑ. විභාගය වල ඊට දවස් කිහිපයක් විතර ටෙස්ට් කරන්න විලා කරනවා. Sorry, Rama, right. Using this, we can find A. Discuss AEB area, right? Area AEB we can find. AEB. Again, we can find area AFC. Discuss then again we can find area BCD, right? Area BCD, and then we can express the required area using this. Litman, good evening, Litman. So AEB, the larger one, this one, using this by first part, it's half the triangle. The triangle is enclosed by y-axis and these two straight lines. So it's the difference of intercepts. These two straight lines. Intercept 7 minus 1 square divided by within what? Difference of two gradients. Y equals my equation y equals 1 over 5x plus 1. Y equals 1 over 5x plus 1. 1 over 5 1 over 5 minus 7 over 5 will become plus 7 over 5 minus 7 over 5. So this is 36 over 2, 18 into 5 divided by 8. I did it, 9 and 4. So we get like it's equal to 45 over 4. The area of AFB triangle, right? Then area of then you can find area of AFC. Area of AFC. මේක අපි ඩිස්කස් කරන්නේ මෙහෙම කරන්න කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉතුරු ටික කරන්න කියලා තිබ්බා මට මතකයි. මෙහෙම කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා නේ. මට මතකයි. So area of AFC is given by using this half difference of intercepts. AFC is close by y-axis, this straight line and this straight line. So difference of intercepts 9 minus 1, 9 minus 1 square, then minus 9 minus 105. Oh, I will write 105 plus 9 here. 105 minus 9. So that will be 105 plus 9. So you get like here 64 to 32 into 5 divided by 45, that's 146. And divide by 2, or even 4, not 4. Divide by 2. 16 into 5, 80 over 23. 80 over 23. Make karada lamai. Kavisha. Aduh. Apa udah beda? Try එකක් දැම්මද? Hitman. What I gave for homework. This is the important part, right? After proving some result, how to connect it with the given problem, right? BCD area is similarly. BCD is the smaller one. BCD area is half. I'm going to apply this to find BCD area. It's enclosed by this straight line, and y-axis. So difference of intercepts 9 minus 7 on top square divided by mod of difference of radians. Okay. Minus 9 plus 705. Okay. So they'll give you 2 square. 4 divided by 2, it's 2 into 5 minus 45 plus 7. That'll be 38. 38, again you can divide by 2. That'll be 5 over 19. So what we need is to find area DEF. Area of DEF is given by of triangle DEF given by AEB area of AEB triangle minus this part, that is AFBB area. But AFBB area is given by the larger one, AFC minus BCD area of AFC minus area of BCD. But to make sure, so that's how we see the things in the diagram, right? So we can't totally depend on the diagram. To make sure we are going to get a positive value, so we'll apply modulus. So the area of AEB is this, 4504 minus area of AFC, which is 80/23 minus BCD is 519. ඔබ සිම්ප්ලිෆයි කරගන්න පුළුවන් නේ මම කරන්න ඕනේ ටිකක් ඇතුළු උත්තරයක් එන්නේ. හරි. ඔබ ටක්කල් ඉවර කරගන්න. I gave you another question last week. We have to discuss that also. And I give you another question. Wickrema වගේ fraction විභාගෙදී අතහැරලා දාන්න. මෙතන නිකන් දීලා අතහැරලා දාන්න ලකුණු 5යි යම් වෙන්නේ. හොඳද? මේක සිම්ප්ලිෆයි කරලා ගත්තොත් ළමයි ලකුණු 5යි යම් වෙන්නේ. ඒ ලකුණු 5 ගන්න දඟලන වෙලාවේ වෙන ගානක ලකුණු 30ක් 40ක් විතර ගන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඔබ මේකේ ලකුණු දෙන්නේ මෙහෙමනේ. For the proof එක මම මැකුවා. For the proof you get say some say 30 marks, maybe 40 marks, 30 marks කියන්නේ. එතන මේකේ කරලා හිතනකොට 10 10 10 30ක් විතර හම්බ වෙනවා. මෙච්චර නැගලුවට මේක ලියනකොට හම්බෙයි. තව 10ක්. මේක මේ සිම්ප්ලිෆයි කරාට ලකුණු 5ක් වගේ හම්බෙයි. මේකට දඟලන්න ඕනේ නැහැ විභාගෙට කියන්නේ. So I gave you another question for homework, some for homework. Shall we go to that? The important thing is this: both the question I gave you to understand one thing. Once you prove some result, how to apply that, how to connect it with the attached the sum. ඊළඟ ගාන දුන්නෙත් ඒකටයි මේක දුන්නෙත් ඒකටයි. තව කාරණයක් තියෙනවා ළමයි. දැන් මගේ මේ පොත තියෙනවානේ. මේක සිංහල මීඩියම් ළමයි විතර තියෙනවා. මම ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරලා නැහැ තාම. මේකේ තියෙනවා ගණන් 100කට වැඩි ස්ට්‍රේට් ලයින් නා. සර්කල් කොහොම ගත්තම ගණන් 180ක් 200ක් තියෙනවා. මම ගණන් ටික ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරලා දාන්න පුළුවන් එක්සර්සයිස් වල ඒවා. හරිද? මට ඔයගොල්ලන් ගෲප් එකට දාන්න පුළුවන් අතින් ලියලා හරි. මම දැන් මේ කවුන්ටර් ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරලා ටිකක්. මුළු පොතම ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරලා මේ ටයිප් කරලා print කරලා දෙන්නේ. ළමයි ප්‍රැක්ටිකල් නෑ මේක මාර්ග ගණනක් යනවා. ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මොකද මේකේ answers තියෙනවානේ. worked out after each exercise the questions are sums are worked out. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවනේ නේද? නිසා මට හිතෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ පොත තියෙනක හොඳයි. මේකේ මොනවාද sums I will give translated. මම අතින් ලියලා හරි දාන්න ටයිප් කරන්න බැරුණා. But answer is there. You can check with your answer. ඔක්කොම ඩිස්කස් කරන්න පන්තිද බැහැනේ. එහෙම හොඳද කරන්නේ? එහෙම හොඳ නම් ඕගොල්ලෝ ඔය පේරන්ට්ස්ලා එන වෙලාවට මේ මොනවද පේපර්ස් පාර දෙන්නෙම මේ පොතක් ගන්න තියෙනවා. මොකද කියන්නේ? මම අතින් ලියලා දානත් මම අතින් ලිව්වා දැන් අද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඕනේ එක්සර්සයිස් එක. අද නෙවෙයි ලබන සතියේ මම ඕනේ. ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරලා පුළුවන් වුණොත් මම ටයිප් කරන්න. පොත අතේ තියෙනවා නම් මේකේ exercise I have translated. මොකද මේ answers ගත්තොත් ඉතින් සිංහලෙන් කියනවා එහෙම කියලා එච්චර අවුලක් නැහැ මේ පොත exercise ඔයගොල්ලන්ට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් ලේසියෙන්. ඒක සිංහල කියලා එච්චර අවුලක් නැහැ. ඕකේ එහෙම ප්‍රශ්න නැහැ නේ මම මේක අතින් ලියලා දාන්නම් ළමයි. මේ කියන්නේ මේ එක්සර්සයිස් එක කරලා ගත්තම මම මේ පොතේ මම මේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට WhatsApp එකේ තියෙනවා මම අතින් ට්‍රාන්ස්ලේට් කරලා දෙන්නම්. පුළුවන් නම් ටයිප් කරලා දාන්න. right so මේක තමයි කරන්න බෑනේ ලේසි දෙන්නේ. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මගේම ගන්නන්නේ බුක් ෂොප් වල නෑලා මම නම් අවුරුද්දකින් කලින් බුක් ෂොප් වල දැම්ම නෑ. So කොහොමද මගෙන් ගන්නකොට ගන්න. Right, next question. There also question number 2. Two straight lines. There are two straight lines in Cartesian plane. Equals m1x plus c1 m2x plus c2. They meet at point M. N is the point in the line OM. To the ratio of 1 is to lambda. So the theory part we are asked to find coordinates of n. To find coordinates of n, we need m first. Right? M is the point of intersection of these two. We will find m using that. Then use the ratio theorem. This is 0, 0. Once you have coordinates of n, you can use the ratio theorem to find the point n. Right? You have to show that n has coordinates. Take again. You have to show that n has coordinates. This is what we need to prove. We want to show that n has coordinates c2 minus c1 over m1 minus m2 1 plus lambda c1 m2 minus c2 m1 over here it is m2 minus m1 1 plus lambda. Okay, let's see makulong pennan. Let's just find coordinates of m solving these two straight lines. Coordinates of m. Coordinates of m, solve these two. Y equals m1x plus c1. Then y equals m2x plus c2. Just solve them. Subtract, you can get rid of y. 1 minus 2 will give 0 equals, taking x out, m1 minus m2 plus c1 minus c2. So you get the x coordinate is equal to c2 minus c1 over m1 minus m2. That's x coordinate. To find y, we can get rid of x, multiply this by m2, this by m1, and subtract 1 into m2 minus 2 into m1. That you're taking y out. M2 minus m1 equals x disappears. This gives m2c1 minus m1c2. So y coordinate is m2c1 minus m1c2 divided by m2 minus m1. So we have coordinates of m. This is the x coordinate. c2 minus c1 over m1 minus m2. Y coordinate m2 c1 minus m1 c2 over m1 minus m2 minus m1. Now, next to find coordinates of lambda n, we can use the ratio theorem. On that, by ratio theorem, using ratio theorem, you can find coordinates of n. This has coordinate 0, 0, right? So lambda into 0, lambda into 0 plus 1 into x coordinate, it is this 1 into c2 minus c1 over m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus lambda. Divided by 1 plus lambda, that's the x coordinate. So the y coordinate is given by similarly lambda into 0 plus 1 into the y coordinate of m, which is this into c1 minus m1 c2 divided by 1 plus lambda, right? So it has coordinates c2 minus c1 divided by m1 minus m2 1 plus lambda, then m2 c1 minus m1 c2 over m2 minus m1 1 plus lambda. So that's the first part, right? Then we can go to the second part. So this is easy to prove. You can see how you use it in the question attached. मैं ठीक करा था ना मैं कवर ओपन करा था मैं बिस्माल कविशा अभी तो मुझे तो नहीं only the first part of kara including the second part this is something very easy. Then we will see how to apply this for the second part. So what we have proven here, this is the point which lies from the beginning. M is the point of intersection of these two lines. Then you join M with the origin. M is the point dividing OM to the ratio 1 is to lambda. 1 is to lambda. So coordinates of N are given by this straight away, right? If you know equations of these two lines and if you know the ratio, 1 is lambda ratio, then that's sufficient. You can use this to write down coordinates of N at once. Okay, right. Then we go to the question part. there's growth diagram. නිකන් ඇදලා දාන්න එකක් බෝරුවට වගේ. Triangle ABC, you are given a triangle ABC, you are between, and you are given equations of these sides. මොකෝ ලිප්මන් විතරයි උත්තර දාලා තියෙන්නේ. අනිත් අය කම්මැලිකමට හිටියද කරේ නැද්ද? AB has equation y equals half x plus half. Half x plus half. And BC has equation y equals minus x plus 5. And CA has equation y equals two x minus 1, right? And further, we are given that O and A are connected, and is the point in OB such that OB to PA equals 3:2. 3:2. So we want to find coordinates of P. We have to find coordinates of P. We can use this directly, but you have to match things to apply this theoretical part. You have to match things with that. The conditions should be the same to apply any principle, right? To use this in this, you have to match with what we have derived it. Then compare. You have to decide things, right? So you can say if you want to find P is the point on OA. A is the point of intersection of these two lines. So one of the line you can take as y equals m1x plus c1. So m1 and c1 you can take from one of the lines. So this. Then from the other line you can take m2 c2. To substitute in this, you can take m1 c1 from one. I'll take from this to find A. To find P. Comparing with the first part, m1, for m1 I'll take this half, c1 half, m2 equals, I'll take from this 2, c2 equals minus 1, and further you need lambda. So what is the value of lambda? My question. What is the value of lambda? We want to find point P. We are going to use this m1 c1 m2 c2. Now to substitute in this, we decided m1 c1 m2 c2 things. Now the question is, what do you substitute for lambda? Litpan. Litpan says 203. Agree the others? Or anything else? අනිත් මොකද කියන්නේ? It should be in the form 1 is to lambda. 1 is on the side of O, origin. Close to origin, 1, lambda on the other side. So we have to rewrite. We have to click on yes. We have to rewrite this in the form 1 is to lambda. 1 is to, so lambda is, if you take write 1 here, the ratio, it has to be 2 over 3. 2 over 3. Yeah. For lambda we take 2 over 3. Then substituting this, we can find the point P. Another. So applying this, C2 minus C1 minus 1 minus half divided by M1 minus M2 half minus 2 1 plus lambda 1 plus lambda 1 plus 2 over 3. So that's the x coordinate, and the y coordinate M2 C1 2 into half minus M1 C2 half into minus 1 divided by M2 minus M1 2 minus half into 1 plus lambda 1 plus 2 over 3. So simplify, you get minus 3 over 2. This is also minus 3 over 2 into 5 over 3. This get cancelled. Then 1 plus half. That is also 3 over 2. 1 plus half, yes. Again 3 over 2 into 5 over 3. I cap it on. You get like 3 over 5 and 3 over 5. P has coordinates 3 over 5 and 3 over 5. How are the lick method? P, you did it the same way using the first part. Yes, okay, good. Then you have to find point Q and R. අපි නිකන් diagram එක පෙන්නමු. ඊටු ටික ටක් ගාලා කරලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ මට පෙන්නන්න. Q is the point on OB. Q is the point on OB. Q is the point on OB such that OQ is to QB equal 1 is to 2. We have to find Q. Then R is the point on OC. R is the point on OC such that OR is to RC equals 2 is to 1. It is 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. We have to find coordinates of PQ and R. And finally, area of the triangle PQR. ඔගොල්ලෝ ගාන හදලා find Q and R and show me the answer, right? Tanggalah Malakian coordinates of Q and R, mathematically and coordinates of Q and R. As soon as you found it, just display that, right? Mankala Penman use this, right? Using the first part, you have to find this. answers for Q and R. To find Q. Q is here. Okay. M1 C1 into C2. C1 equals half, C1 equals half, M2 equals -1, C2 equals 5. Then lambda is equal to 2. So Q as coordinates C2 minus C1, 5 minus R divided by M1 minus M2. Plus lambda into C1 minus 1 into R minus M1 C2 5 divided by M2 minus M1 minus 1 minus R 1 plus lambda. What are the coordinates? Coordinates of Q? Nine over 2 divided by 3 over 2 over 3. It's 1, isn't it? Its coordinate 9 over 2, 3 over 2, 3. 1 into 1 and x coordinate is 1. Then what about this? Minus half minus 5 over 2. Shall be minus 3. This is minus 3 over 2 into 3. That will be 2 over 3 plus 2 over 3. Next find R. To find R, C is the point of intersection of these two. I'll take M1 equals minus 1, C1 equals 5, M2 equals 2, C2 equals minus 1, and you have to rewrite this in the form 1 plus lambda, 1 and 2 over 3, Wickrema, hurry. 1 and 2 over 3, hurry. R what manada है क्या नंबर? कौन इधर? कमेली, टक्कर है ना? And lambda equals, you have to rewrite this. 1 is to half. So lambda is equal to half. Coordinates 4 over 3 and 2. What about the others? C2 minus C1. C2 minus C1, 5 plus 1, M1 minus M2, 2 plus 1 plus lambda. Then M2 C1, M2 C1, M2 C1, M2 C1, 25 into C1 minus M1 C2 minus 1 into minus 1 into C1 and M2 minus M1 2 plus 1 to 1 plus lambda 1 plus half. Here you get like 6 divided by 3 to 1 plus lambda 3 over 2. It's 4 over 3. It passes, yes, 4 3 and 10 10 plus okay, into C1 minus M1 C2 into C1 minus M1 C2 minus 1. So that be 10 plus 1 over 3 to the gamma into C1 plus M1 C2. Here, 2 and minus 1 and 5 and plus 1. Alright. So it's 9 over 3 into 3 over 2. Yeah, 4, 3 and 2, correct. Wickrema. I get the same answers. Then finally you have to find coordinates of, area of the triangle. So let's find area of the triangle. PQR. Area of PQR is given by, we will write coordinates in the right hand direction. 302, 305. This is P. Then Q. 1 and 2 over 3. Then R. Over 3 and 2. So triangle area of triangle PQR is given by R. Expression में मदद करेगा ना, use x coordinate 3 over 2 into y2 minus y3 2 over 3 minus 2 plus then you come to the next x coordinate 1 into 2 minus 3 over 5 plus then you go to the next x coordinate 4 over 3 into 3 over 5 minus 2 over 3. So simplify that, you get the area of the triangle. Mango simplify kala penna. හරිද ළමයි? So shall we go to the next topic? So we discussed the first method of writing equation of straight line, which is y equals mx plus c, and there are several other ways of writing the equation of a straight line. Next we are going to see them. But before the other methods of writing the equation of a straight line upon the data, before that we are going to see the general equation of a straight line, right? Generally, what equation of a straight line looks like, how to identify generally the equation of a straight line, right? We first do that, then we will see the other methods, right? In the theorem 2, so y equals mx plus c form is you write the equation in this form, the final answer in this form. That's your oral method, right? Today we are going to see a more general one. Hereafter, that's what we are going to use. Theorem 2, the general equation of a straight line. Right. If you go to the previous method, y equals mx plus c, or you can take this to the other side even, mx minus y plus c equals 0. So this looks an equation of xy, but no x square terms, no y square terms, no xy terms. An equation of xy, the least power of x is, so highest power of x is 1, highest power of y is 1, no xy product terms, right? So an equation like this we identify as a linear equation of x and y. A linear equation of x and y. Generally, the general equation of a straight line is a linear equation of x and y. A linear equation of x and y will be written in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0. Right? This is the most general form of equation of a straight line. Right? We first write it. The general form of the equation of the straight line is the linear equation of x and y, which is of the form ax plus by plus c equals 0. So this is the most general form of equation of a straight line, and that's what we are going to use here onwards. And we're going to go to proof. We'll give some proof. Proof for an explanation. It's more an explanation. We write it as a proof. We are going to show that this is always a straight line. That's sufficient, right? Logically, consider the equation. This equation x plus by plus c equals 0. We consider two cases separately. What if What if this b is equal to 0? What if this b is not equal to 0? Let us take the case where b is equal to 0. If b is equal to 0, if b is equal to 0, so one can be written as you can rearrange, take the other terms to the other side. You can divide by b. If b is not equal to 0, you can divide by b, right? If b is if b is equal to 0, I'm sorry. If b is equal to 0, one can be this will disappear. You can take this to the other side and divide by a. You get it will be transformed into can be written in the form x equals minus c over a. If b is equal to 0, you get x equals minus c over a form, right? And what is this? X equals minus c over a. I remember I explained this last day. X equals some constant. So this represents a straight line in Cartesian plane. Minus c over a. If it is minus c over a here, x equals minus c over a is an equation like this. X equals some constant is a straight line. It represents a straight line parallel to y-axis. So if b is equal to 0, if b is equal to 0, we know that it's representing a straight line. This is a straight line which is parallel to y-axis. So if b is 0, this represents a straight line. Then if b is not equal to 0, let's see what happens. If b is not equal to 0, you get you can take the other terms to the other side and divide by b. You can write it in the form dy plus c equals 0. Take these two terms to the other side, then you can divide by b. That will give you y equals minus a over bx minus c over a. If b is not equal to 0, you can divide like this, right? Dividing by b, you can get it in this form. And now look at this. What does that remind you? Look at this. So it's of the form. You can take it as this as m. If you take this as m with minus, if you take this as c, this is of the form y equals mx plus c. We know definitely that it is a straight line. This is of the form. So even though b is non-zero, this represents a straight line. This is a straight line in OXY plane. This is say of the form. This is of the form. This is of the form y equals mx plus c. Y equals mx plus c. Therefore, it represents a circle, a straight line. Straight line in OXY plane. Now, if b is equal to 0, it's a straight line in OXY plane. If b is not equal to 0, still it's a straight line in OXY plane. That means this is always a straight line. This always represents a straight line, right? This is 1, this is 2, while 1 and 2. 1, 2 and 3. This always represents a straight line. Always a straight line, right? So I write an example. Make a takal liya kan lamai. Make example like that kamu. The straight line y has the equation y has a gradient. Gradient of the straight line L is minus 2 over 3 and the y-intercept is 3 over 4. Write down this equation in general form. Number 2, find the gradient and intercept. The straight line, therefore x plus 5y minus 7 equals 0. Hari, ganun kata Just take the note. Make a nikang name for the explanation, right? Hereafter, we will write equations of straight line in this form, not y equals mx plus c form, right? Mostly we will be writing the general form. You are still writing? We have internet problems today. It's not stable, it looks like. Answer for the first, you write it in the familiar form. Gradient is equal to minus 2 over 3. Intercept is equal to 3 over 2. The familiar form. Equation in the familiar form. It is y equals minus 2 over 3x plus 3 over 4. But you are asked to write down it in the standard form, general form, x plus by plus c equals 0. And that's what we need. For which, let's multiply it by 12. So we 12y equals minus 8x plus 9. Take all the terms to one side. 8x plus 12y minus 9 equals 0. So that's the answer. It's in the general form. This is the answer for the first. And the second, find the gradient and intercept of this one. 4x minus 5y plus 7 equals 0. To find gradient and intercept, M and C, you will write it in the familiar form. This is in the general form. Familiar form is y plus 4 over 5x plus 7 over 5. So this is the gradient. 4 over 5, this is the intercept. And that's the answer. නිකක් පොඩි ප්‍රශ්නයක් දෙකක් දුන්න. Okay, shall we go to the next method of writing the equation of a straight line? That's theorem 3 and method 2. We learned only one method in two theorems, right? Now we are going to see the second method, but theorem number 3 and the equation of a straight line. Theorem 3. Here we are going to see another way of writing the equation, another method. Earlier it was the gradient equals tan theta. Gradient and the intercept was given earlier. Now not the intercept, this time you are given the gradient at some point in the line. Px1, y1. Okay, the theorem says if you have the gradient m, and a point in the line, so you can write the equation of the line in the form y minus x1, y1 is the given point, y minus y1 divided by x minus x1, this is the given point, equals the gradient. So you can write the equation in this form. Okay, that's the theorem. If the gradient m and a point, the gradient m of a straight line L and a point p x1 y1, the line are given, the equation of the line may be written in the form y minus y1 divided by x minus x1 equals m. So that's the form, right? Now let's prove it. Proof always means in this the first theorems, the proofs for the proofs we use the properties of similar triangles. Hmm? Uh, you are given the point x1 y1 in the line L. You are given the gradient. So you are given that m equals tan theta, or tan theta equals m, where theta is the inclination of the line with the positive side of x-axis. Hmm? M equals tan theta and tan theta equals m, and you are given a point px1 y1. Let's take some general point in the line xy. Hmm? Consider a general point rxy in the line L. In the line L. Let's construct a line from P parallel to x-axis, from R parallel to y-axis. So it's 90 degrees here. Let this point be Q. If the angle here of the line with positive side of x-axis is theta, this will also be theta. Okay. And now we are going to write tan theta for this triangle PQR, whole L anterior to the relief for the from the right angle triangle. From the triangle PQR, we write n equals tan theta. Tan theta equals m. Tan theta equals m equals tan theta, and tan theta equals QR over PQ. It's better we write it that way. Now, what is QR and what is PQ from the diagram? QR is y minus y1. Y minus y1, and PQ, the base PQ is x1 minus x, x minus x1. So I'll rewrite this taking m to the other side. So we get y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals m. That's the answer. That's the proof. Sorry. I hope you can example. Find the equation of the straight line that passes which the gradient is m, which passes p 2 minus 1. I like another question. Another example here. Question number 2. 2. The side PQ. The triangle PQR in OXY plane is parallel to x axis. P is identical to 2, 3, and R is identical to 2 root 3 lambda. Find equation of PQ. Equilateral triangle. Right. මේක ලියන්න බලන්න try එකක් දාන්න මේ ගණන් උත් මම පොඩ්ඩක් වෙලා දෙන්න. No clear anyway. Did you try the first? Not yet. Again. Okay, see the answer for the first. You are given gradient is -3 and the point is 2 minus 1. So you can write the equation in this form. The equation is y minus y1. Y1 is the y coordinate here of this given point. That's -1 divided by x minus x1. X1 is the x coordinate. That's 2. Oh, that's 2 here. Hmm? Equals the gradient. Gradient is 3. Hmm? So plus multiply, you get y plus 1 equals 3x minus 6. Take all the terms to one side. 3x minus 1 minus 7 minus y. Give the answer in the standard form, right? Ax plus by plus c equals 0 form. Ax plus by plus c minus 7 equals 0. This is the answer. Okay, then you can try the second question. M is 3, the minus 3 is not here. It is minus 3 I have written here. Yeah, minus 3. I'm sorry, minus 3. So then it has to be minus 3x plus 6 taken to the other side. Dx plus y minus 5. Sorry. Okay, Rikman. I corrected it. Thank you. Now this is the answer, right? 3x plus 5 plus y minus 5 equals 0. Okay? Correct again. Go to second question. You have to draw a diagram. It's minus 3. Minus 3. So you have draw it, show the things in a diagram. It's about a triangle PQR. P has coordinates 2, 3. I'll start from that. P has coordinates 2, 3. From here. Then PQ is parallel to x-axis. PQ is parallel to x-axis, and it's an equilateral triangle. 60 degrees everywhere. But you can draw the triangle this way, or you can draw it downwards also. You can go. I can say above PQ or below PQ. There are two possibilities. So there are two possible positions for R. So let's name them R1 and R2. R1 and R2. Given that R has coordinates 2 root 3 lambda 1. Lambda. So for this sake, let's take lambda 1 for lambda and lambda 2 for this. 2 root 3 lambda 2 for the point R2. That's how it looks like. So that's the diagram. So here also angles are 60 and 60. Yeah, what is the equation of PQ? If it is parallel to x-axis, so it should be of the form y equals some constant. Hmm? It's of the form the equation of PQ. The equation of PQ is of the form y equals some constant. It's of the form y equals a constant. What is this constant? The y value, constant y value. Here, parallel to x-axis. PQ is parallel to x-axis. Therefore, it should be of the form y equals constant. The constant is, what is that constant y value? It is shown here. This has coordinates p, 2, and 3. This is the y value, constant y value. Yeah? So, where c equals 3. Therefore, the equation is y equals 3. Equation of PQ is y equals 3. Make a value right? I just explained it. You can write the equation at once if you want. Then the second part, we go to the second part. You are asked to in a diagram you have to show that there are two possible positions for R. We have already done it. Now for these two positions, you are asked to find the equation of PR. That is, you have to, for each cases, for each point, each position of R, we have to find the equation of PR. That is the equation of PR1 and equation of PR2. So that's fine. Take equation of PR1. This is fine. We have a point in PR1. That's 2, 3. We have a point 2, 3 in PR1. And also the gradient. Gradient is tan 60. Gradient is tan 60. Which is square root of 3. Therefore, equation of, and we have point also 2, 3. So you can use the point and the gradient. Y minus 3 over x minus 2 equals gradient root 3. So you get like root 3x minus y plus 3 minus 2 root 3 equals 0. This is the equation of PR1. Okay. Then you can find equation of PR2. Okay, for PR2 also, we have this point 2, 3, and the gradient is tan of here with the positive side of x-axis, it is minus 60. So the gradient is tan of minus 60. Okay, that's minus root 3. So equation is y minus. We can use the same point 2, 3. Y minus 3 over x minus 2 equals minus root 3. You get root 3x plus y uh, minus 3 minus 2 root 3 equals 0. That's the equation of PR2. We answered part A. Name now value of lambda. Find lambda. Lambda means we have to find two lambdas. We have to find lambda 1 and lambda 2 also. Part B. To find lambda 1 first, then we can find lambda 2. What do we use to find lambda 1? Used to find lambda 1, we can use this. We have the equation of PR1. Let's name it 1. PR2, let's name it 2. We have the equation of PR1, and this point R1 lies in that. So we can substitute these coordinates in this line. X value is given 2 root 3, so you can find the y, that is lambda 1. Since 1 passes R1, point R1, we can substitute in this root 3x. X is 2 root 3 minus y is lambda 1 plus 3 minus 2 equals 0. So you get lambda 1 equals 6, no, yeah, 6 plus 3, 9 minus 2 root 3. Lambda 1. Similarly, using this, we can find lambda 2. R2 lies in this line, number 2. To find lambda 2, since R2 lies in this line, number 2, since 2 passes R2, we can substitute these points, these coordinates in this root 3 times x. X is 2 root 3 plus y. Y is lambda 2 minus 3 minus 2 root 3 equals 0. So you get lambda 2 equals 6 minus 3. Another 3, 2 root 3 minus 3. 6, yeah. Yes. That's the answer for lambda 2. Part B. Finally, we have to find the equation of QR. Correct. So we have to find equation of QR1 in each case, that is equation of QR1 and equation of QR2. Let's first find equation of QR1. QR1, for QR1 we have a point here, 2 root 3 lambda 1 we found, we can use that, and the gradient is 120 degrees. With x-axis, positive side of x-axis, the QR1 means 120 degrees inclination. So gradient is tan 120, that's minus root 3. And we can use the point R1. So equation is y minus, y1 is lambda 1 we found, 9 minus 2 root 3 divided by x minus x coordinate, that's 2 root 3 equals minus 2 root 3. Y minus 9 plus 2 root 3 equals minus 2 root 3x plus 6. Take all the terms to one side. Root 3x plus y plus 2 root 3 minus 15 equals 0. That's what we get for the equation of QR1. Then one equation of QR2. Equation of QR2 finally. The gradient QR2 gradient is it's 60 degrees, right? Yes, this angle is the positive side of x-axis. It is 60 degrees. Gradient is tan 60. X root 3. Tan 6 root 3, and we can use the point R2. This gradient and the point R2. So equation is y minus, y coordinate is lambda 2. We found it, 2 root 3 minus 3, yeah, divided by x minus, x coordinate is this, 2 root 3 equals the gradient is root 3. Plus multiplying y minus 2 root 3 plus 3 equals root 3x minus 6. Take it to one side. 3x minus y minus 9 plus 2 root 3 equals 0. This is the equation of QR2. උත්තරාවද ළමයි කවුද ඉන්නේ? අද ඉන්ටර්නෙට් ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා මම හිතන්නේ ඉන්නවා නෑ කවුද ඉන්නේ දැන්? The answers are correct or not? Click මල්ල ඉන්නවනේ කවිෂා ඉන්නවද? අදීත? ඔව්. No problem. අපිට අග්ගල විනාඩි 10න් third method එක පටන් ගමු. මේක බලන්න කවුරු කවුරු දෙනවා දාලා I'll give 2-3 minutes. But we can at least start the third method, the fourth today. Okay, everybody, shall we go to the next theorem, the next method? Right. Then theorem 4. We are going to learn a new method of writing the equation. Theorem 4. The previous one, it's like an extension of the previous one. The previous one, we were given the gradient m and a point x1, y1. So we wrote it in the equation in the form y minus y1 over x minus x1 equals the gradient m. That's what we learned before this. Now the thing is, instead of the gradient, this time you are given another point in the line. Another point in the line, right? So the left hand side will be the same. The left hand side in the previous theorem, you can write the left hand side the same way using one point. But this time you are not given the gradient. You are not given the gradient. Instead, you have 2 points. It's polar maths. Using 2 points, you can find the gradient. For the gradient, the right hand side, you can write an expression for the gradient from these 2 points. Y1 minus y2 over, you know this very well. Y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. That's the gradient tan theta. Okay. So this is the next method, third method, and the fourth theorem. Given 2 points px1 y1 and qx2 y2 in the straight line L, its equation may be written in the form y minus y1 over x minus x1. The right hand side, for the gradient we write y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Okay, now let's do the proof of this. Proof. Let's do a diagram. You are given 2 points P x1 y1 and Q x2 y2. Okay, let's take a general point in the line rxy point, and then as I told you earlier also, most of the time in these proofs we'll be using similarity of triangles, the similarity properties of triangles, for which we can construct two triangles like this. Say S and T are the drawing lines parallel to y-axis and x-axis. So So these two triangles are similar. Therefore, this divided by this, RS divided by PS should be equal to S and T. S and T here. RT divided by PT should be equal to PS divided by QS. Okay. Uh, okay. Right. Consider the general point RXY. In the line from similar triangles. PR, PN, PQ, QPS. You can say RT divided by PT equals PS divided by QS. So RT is Y minus Y1 divided by PT. PT is X minus X1 equals PS. PS is Y1 minus Y2 divided by QS is X1 minus X2. Here X1 and X2 they can't be equal, right? If X1 is equal to X2, this will not be defined. So better we state it there. X1 is not equal to X2, right? So this is a proof. It's very easy. Proof එක ලියාගන්න මම පොඩි example එකක් දෙන්නම් ගෙදර ඔයගොල්ලෝ තනියම කරා. නැත්නම් මේක විනාඩි 5න් ඉවරයක් කරලා වුණා. ඉවරයක් කළාම දාව ළමයි මේ example එක කරන් විනාඩි 5ක් යන්නේ. කක්කලෝක ලියාගන්න then we can go to the example. මේ නිකම් මොකද ගන්න. Did you try this? Very simple problem. I think too easy for you, right? Uh, so take this one as x1 y1, this as x2 y2. A3 2 and B1 5. This is my x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So y minus y1 over x minus x1 is 3 equals y1 minus y2, 2 minus 5 over 3 minus 1. Y minus 2 over x minus 3 equals minus 3 over 2. Y minus 4 equals minus 3x plus 9. Taking to the other side, 3x plus 2y minus 13 equals 0. That's the answer for the first. We can't do the practice, but we are for the example for that. And second, one point is minus 3, 1. The other is 2 minus 4. So, and this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. As I selected, y minus y1 over x minus x1, that will be x plus 3, divided by y1 minus y2, 1 plus 4 over minus x1 minus x2, minus 3 minus 2. So we get y minus 1 over x plus 3 equals minus 1, 5 over minus 5. That will be minus 1. So finally x plus y plus 2 equals 0. That's the answer. හරිද තමයි? ලියාගෙන ඉවරයි. ලියාගෙනද දාන අතල ඉවර ඇති නේ මේක ලීසි. So shall we stop it for the day? And no homework today. These are easy things. ඊළඟ දවසේ ඉඳන් තමයි homework ඕනේ. මම එතකොට බලන්නම් අර ටියුට් මගේ පොතේ exercise. I'll try to translate them, right? And I have translated already. මම නිකන් අතිලේ කියලා දානවද ටයිප් කරලා දානවද කියලා බලන්න වෙලා තියෙනවා. Okay. ඔකල පොත ගන්න බලන්න ලබන්න තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් අපි අදට උතරින් නවත්තමු ළමයි. ඔයගලන්ට උත්සාහයි. Good night. ප්‍රයිස් එක ළමයි බුක් ෂොප් එකේ 600යි මගෙන් ගන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රයිස් 500ට. මගේ බුක් ෂොප් වල දැන් නැහැ මම. 500ට ගන්න පුළුවන් මගේ. බුක් ෂොප් වල නැහැ මොකද මම දැම්මේ නැහැ දැන් අවුරුද්දකදී. අවුරුද්දක එකමාරකින් විතර දැම්මේ. 500ට ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක හදිස්සියක් නෑ දන්නවනේ. පොත අරගෙන යන ඕන්ලාට ඇවිල්ලා 30 පස්සේ වගේ. එහෙම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවනේ කියන්නේ. ඕකේ. ඕනෙලා ගිහලා පොත අරගෙන යන්න. So, අපි නවත්තුමු එහෙනම්. Good night, everybody.